when it's the off season, right? And you're like, all right, well, our team kind of has like some weak points here. We could improve here. How do you find some of the talent that you find? Because some of them have been out of commission for some time. They've been playing. Do you talk to their agents or?
Well, the day that we live in now, social media is huge. So, especially the guys that we're recruiting, they're in that social media generation where everybody's got an Instagram, everybody's got a Facebook. But how I do it, there's specific lists that I target, transaction lists, whether it be, NFL mini camps, training camp rosters, CFL transaction lists, XFL transaction lists. I try to attack all those transaction lists, identify who's a free agent, who's not, and then from there identify the players that I'm, interested in. I prioritize them, and then I reach out to them on Instagram.
You hit them in the DM.
Yeah, honestly.
Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
It works though.
Yeah, I've gotten the majority of my players that way.
Wow.
It's we don't have the resources that the Patriots do or the NFL does. I can't be flying down and visiting all these guys in their homes and sitting down with them and talking to them. So, social media has been huge for me. Just reaching out to all our guys. You
hit them with that Pirates emoji.
No, I haven't used it too much. But,
Pirates emoji question mark.
I got a message that I send out to the guys that we're interested in, and then from there we'll take it from there. But yeah, I DM most of the guys that we sign and talk to them over Instagram, and then we exchange contact information and go from there. Obviously, there's instances where I deal with agents and that way, but yeah, social media is a powerful tool. It's great.
Wild.
It's unbelievable the type of communication you can have on there and just being able to get a hold of certain people and all that, so yeah, I just I DM most of the players that I have. Hi, my name is Jawad Yatim, and this is my golden hour.
Oh God, what's going on? Where am I going? Dad?
Yes, my son. I am Deuce, the deer god.
I'm so confused. Who am I?
Derek. Your true name is Dercules.
Wait, what?
Yes. You are Dercules, the god of the forest. Season 5.
Hosted by your favorite podcast host, Big Bochi. You already know the deal, mother. What's up? And the double clap signifies the start of an episode. And before we begin, everybody relax. This is Conor, Holway of the Golden Hours podcast. And listen, if you by chance get any sort of value from this episode, whether you laugh, you cry, you're entertained, or you learn something, dude, just share it with a friend. And if you don't have friends, you shouldn't be
listening to podcasts.
You should make some friends. And who's in the building today producing, ready to go?
Hey, what's up? It's Sarah Slugs, and I'm here for another episode.
And I'm pumped to have you, Slugs.
I'm excited to be here.
And listen, also before I introduce my guest today, Slugs landed her first guest. She reached out. She was persistent. And I'm very proud of you, man. It's
Thanks.
Awesome.
Good job, Slugs.
Thank you.
It's sales. Sales. Sales is tough, especially when you're starting out.
Yeah, no, it certainly is. There's no question about it.
And so this is kind of a reunion episode for us. One of my favorite episodes still we've ever run was the Massachusetts Pirates episode this time last year because they came up with the trifecta. It was Jawad, it was Demetrius McNeil, and it was Thomas. And I was like, these guys are ready for the season, man. And we were in for like 2 hours, bro.
Yeah, things got out of hand.
It was great.
A good time, though. It was awesome.
And then I ended up actually going to a Mass Pirates game, which was wild. It was a very different sporting experience for me. It was awesome, though. And I was like, oh, damn, they really got some culture building out here. This is fire. And then I just reached out, said, yo, Jawad, let's make it happen. And now you're here, man.
I'm back, man. I'm glad to be back, too. Thank you for having me. It's, it's always good to come out here and to be able to talk some Pirates football and catch up.
So, quick question. Can you just give us a quick synopsis of who you are and what you do? Just for anyone listening.
I'm just a normal fucking kid from Shrewsbury, Massachusetts. started an arena football team out in the Worcester area called the Massachusetts Pirates. We play our home games at the DCU Center, and we get ready to kick off in April. Ready to go, excited.
And Jawad just turned 30.
Yeah. Thanks for the reminder.
Thanks for bringing it up, man.
Yeah, we're getting old, man. I'm getting old, but still feeling good. Ready to rock and roll.
Well, I remember Thomas in our last episode was like, as soon as you hit 30, man, you go to the library and read a book.
Yeah. Thomas is a different kind of 30.
I was gonna say 30, just when growing up, do you remember adults at 30? You're like, damn, 30's mad old. Your 20's over, but it's way different now, isn't it?
I know. Well, I'm hearing 30 is a new 20, but it's all the same to me. I feel all right. I'm still kicking, got a bunch of energy, so yeah, I'm not dead yet.
Yeah. Okay. Are you in the point in the season right now where you just feel totally spread thin? It's every hour it's just something new.
Well, I mean, what helps drive me is the passion. So every day I wake up. Some days you really don't feel like doing what you're doing, but that passion kicks in, and that pressure, the expectations, your pride's a motherfucker. That kicks in and it drives you, and it keeps me going. When you try to take it one day at a time, when you think of all the stuff you got to do, it could be a little overwhelming, but take it one day at a time, man. You're good to go.
You write stuff down, you have lists, and you get lists done, or is it just tons of shit you're just flinging it at the wall?
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously you try to prioritize what you got to do day in, day out. If certain things have certain deadlines that got to be met, then you focus on those and you try to hit all your deadlines, and then you move on to the other things that, might not be so urgent. So you try to get as much done as you can during the day, and then, if you got time, to move on to the next thing. So it's never ending, but, as long as you enjoy doing it, it's easy.
Well, so one thing we had talked about last time is you've always just been a football head. You played in college, you played arena, and then it was just a different sport for you when it started to come to business. Have you started to feel a little more in love with it now, or is it still a grind for you? Because you're like, dude, I get so impatient in some of these meetings.
Yeah, I mean, some things, are. There's a different tempo to them. Obviously, when you're, you're out in the field and you're watching your team compete, and you're out of practice, watching them go at it. It's up tempo, it's nonstop, it's continuous, it's, and then you're meeting with a potential sponsor. It's a little slower. But I mean, it's you just try to attack every day. Hard, aggressive, man. I have an aggressive mentality. With everything I do, and. I just try to put my best foot forward and, put the Pirates in the best position to succeed, and, we're growing. There's been a gradual increase in attention, and, we've seen it on the sales side of things and, on the, on everything, social media, to our open workouts, to, just the attention, the incoming calls that we get, for ticket sales, sponsorships, all that good stuff. I mean, just keep grinding, man. Just like you, you just got to keep grinding every fucking day,
Well, what were some of your goals with the team this year? You're like, all right, yo, I'm the boss, I'm the CEO of this. If I could get one thing done with this team this year, what is it? Outside of winning.
Oh, you took it right.
Yeah.
I want a championship.
Yeah.
That's what I want. That's my ultimate goal. But then on the other side of things, I just want to see us. Generate as much revenue as we can. We have a goal that, I'll keep to myself, but, just try to sell as much as we can, grow the brand. You're just growing your brand. Just try to take things to a new height.
So can I ask you a question? I personally have a big project on my mind that I want to get done. And was there ever a moment when you had initially acquired the team where you're like, yo, I'm in way over my head?
Shit, well, I mean, that's why we never not to correct, but we never acquired it. We started this thing from scratch.
Yeah.
So, there were times where it's wow. I mean, the first year was a motherfucker. We didn't have an office until a month before the first game. So
Where were you doing all your work?
Out of the basement, my car, on the phone.
Hustling.
We'd meet with people, a tavern in the square in Shrewsbury. That was our office for a little bit. So, and then we finally got an office and dressed that thing up a little bit. It looks good now, and we just grew from there. But, the thing with our business, with the Mass Pirates is it's one thing to start a business, but it's another thing to start a business and have people tell you need to have it done by, April 4th, April 7th, so
stressful as hell.
If you're opening up a pizza shop or something like that, there is pressure to open up when you want to open up, but if you don't, so be it, but we had no choice. We had to be ready to go April 7th, and that's really what, puts the stress on you, but we did it, and now we're going into year 3. So,
do you feel a little more poised now going to this year, or is like your day to day still like, holy shit, there's so much shit going on?
No, it's slowed down. Our staff has grown a lot.
What's the new marketing guy's name? Is it Jesse?
Jesse, yeah, Jesse Henninger.
Jesse was pumped on the phone.
Yeah,
that guy loves marketing.
No, he's got a bunch of enthusiasm. People like that, they make a big difference in your organization. When you're running things, telling people what to do takes effort. It takes energy. Not just doing things, but telling people what to do will drain the shit out of you. So having people that you don't necessarily need to tell what to do all the time, they just go out, get it done on their own, or they have their own ideas that they share with you and all that. So it makes things easier. Jesse's done a great job. But we got a staff full. We got a big staff that does a fantastic job. Brian Androkonis, our director of operations. He's been doing a great job since he came on board.
And what's his job? Because you're ultimately the sole operator, right?
Yeah. I sign off on things, but Brian's in charge of booking our travel, booking our housing for our players. A lot of the day-to-day stuff that we do, I can't do it all myself, so I lean on Brian a lot to get that done. He's doing a fantastic job.
Did he hook it up with some fat Airbnbs for this upcoming season?
No. Cost-wise, it doesn't make too much sense, but
Holiday Inns, is that what you guys are hitting?
No. We house our players right downtown. Right.
Well, I mean on the away games, where you guys staying?
Oh, the away games. Oh, so actually the home teams are in charge of booking our hotels.
Okay, cool. So you guys do that for the other away teams that come to the DCU?
Yeah, when they fly into Mass, we take care of their hotels. But we had we got some good partners as well that we lean on. Fairfield Inn and Suites by Marriott in Auburn, was a good partner for us last year.
Complimentary breakfast?
I'm not too sure. I never stayed there.
Okay.
But
boss.
They got a nice hot tub out here and pool and all that. So
that's where Meat Boy was getting loose.
Yeah, Meat Boy got loose a lot last year. Unfortunately, it is what it is. But yeah. But yeah, so yeah, we certainly have a great staff. Julia Burkhart, our director of community outreach, she does a fantastic job. Shout out Julia, she's graduating from Harvard this May. So
whoa!
Congrats to
undergrad
her.
Or business school?
Undergrad.
Whoa!
Yeah. So she does a good job.
Hustler. Full-time student, and she works full time.
Yeah. She, I think class-wise, her semester is a little easier this semester, but, she does a great job for us. Brittany on our sales team, she's my bloodhound. She does an unbelievable job, bringing in money for us. And, certainly glad to have her, Mike, another marketing associate of ours, and, Sam Gordon on the media side of things. The staff's a lot bigger, so it's a lot easier on me now, on the day-to-day end.
So right now, what's like the biggest revenue driver for the team? Is it like sponsorships or season tickets?
So your top 2 revenue streams are sponsorships and ticket sales. And then you trickle down to, concessions and merchandise. But sponsorships and ticket sales are the 2 big ones for us.
So when the off season starts, like the first thing you do, camera straight, Slugs?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
I was just like...
you were just doing your thing. You're getting in the zone. Oh, yeah. Watch
She's
out.
She's in the zone. Auto zone.
Yes, sir. So, is the first thing you do in the off season you say, "All right, I'm gonna go land some big sponsorships," or "All right, I gotta go talk to my season ticket holders and go sell some more of those"?
Well, so that's where your staff comes into play. So myself, my father, Jesse, we're more on the sponsorship side of things, and then you have your ticket office that begins renewals, right away for season tickets. And then as time goes, you start pushing your 3-game plans, your group tickets.
Those packages.
Yep, single game tickets just came out on Saturday. So, but as far as the business side goes, there is no off season. It doesn't stop. You're always constantly trying to sell, constantly trying to market, stay relevant. During the off season, that's a big thing. Is just staying out there, staying relevant. But yeah, there is no off season on that side of things. The football side, you do get a little break, but right after the season, you get right back into recruiting.
You took a little vacation though, didn't you? You go to Santo Domingo or something?
No, I visited family down in Costa Rica.
Yeah,
so,
okay.
Yeah,
you were just visiting family. You didn't have any drinks down there, bro?
No, I mean I had a few drinks with them. We got a little rowdy down there. Had a good time. It's always good to see the family down there. I try to go there once a year.
You have your family Spanish?
My mom's, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
My mom is from Costa Rica, so.
You speak Spanish?
Not as good as I wish.
You understand it, though?
I understand a lot better than I speak it, but, it was a great trip. It's summer down there, dry season. It was great to see the family, but, yeah, try to take one vacation a year, try to time it the right way. But, yeah, it's never ending, for sure. It's never ending.
So how do you deal with burnout? Because, that was something I faced, really bad probably in October where I was just like, dude, I'm just burnt, bro. Every day, 16 hours a day, you're trying to build your own thing. It's like, oh, my God.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't even imagine what it's like for you because you're dealing with, a million moving parts.
No, I mean,
And don't be political on this one. You know what I mean? Dude, you must have, you wake up some days, you're like, oh, my God, I got so much shit I got to do.
I mean, especially during this time of the year, you're as busy as you want to be. When you're selling and marketing, you're as busy as you want to be. If you want to suck, you can take all the time off you want and chill out and be fucking lazy and all that. So, but if you want to really get after it and try to really build something special, then you just gotta attack it every day. I mean, you try to find different motivating factors to keep you going, and that's what I try to do. There's not everyone has good things to say about you and what you're doing and all that. So, it definitely drives me. Going and trying to win a championship drives me. I mean, people are even shocked that we're even still around. That shit drives me as well.
I'm the same way. Do you get a lot of fuel from negativity?
Oh yeah, you try not to pay attention.
Well, some people are fueled by positive talk and positive action. But I've always been kind of a dude that hates fueled me like crazy. Do you feel that way?
Yeah, I'd rather hear the bad things than the good. Because that
You're
definitely
sick,
keeps
man.
me going. Yeah, I'm a sick fuck. I know. So,
I'm the same way, dude.
Yeah,
Things could be great, but it's as soon as someone just disparages me or I hear something, I'm like, all right, that's all I needed.
Yeah, it's you read the newspaper articles out there. Some what do you call them? Fucking
journalist.
No, it's someone who studies the economy or whatever.
Economist?
And economist. That's what I thought it
Let's
was.
go Slugs.
Atta girl. I was going to say that, but I didn't want to sound dumb, so I'm glad you confirmed that. But yeah, economist in Worcester. I mean, he says that we probably won't last too much longer and all this and that. I mean, that little stuff like that, definitely drives me. I've always been one to try to, prove people wrong and I'm hard-headed, I'm persistent, so it's kind of built in me. I got a bunch of pride in myself and my family, so I just got to keep going.
How important is having an ego in your position?
It's important to have confidence in yourself, because a lot of people feed off your energy. So I try to stay as positive as I can. Doesn't always work. I'm human.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, having an ego, having confidence,
need it sometimes,
you definitely need it. But at the same time, you got to know how to manage egos because, when the season comes around and the team's around, I mean, you're in a room full of egos. There's about 50 different egos that you gotta.
And a lot of them are like
ex
ex-NFL players, so like they used to play at the highest level with the highest teams.
Yeah, major college programs, all that. You know, you got guys coming from the SEC. You know, Alabama, you know, Georgia. We got a bunch, you know, good amount of Georgia guys. We've had Ole Miss. We've had, you know, damn near every SEC school you can think of. You know, ACC, got a bunch of ACC guys. I mean, you got a lot of major college programs, guys coming from those programs, and then, you know, they come to the Mass Pirates, and, you know, we you know, I wish we had the funding that, you know, the Ole Miss Rebels have, you know, with all their alumni and whatnot, but we don't. So, you know, it's just, you know, kind of, you know, dealing with the different needs and demands of some of these guys, and dealing with the egos and all that. You know, it's a major part of it, you know, is handling personalities, because, you know, there's 50 different personalities that you got to manage throughout a season. So that's definitely, you know, tricky, but, you know, you got to have confidence. You know, you got to have, you know, you got to be strong, you know, because, you know, everyone else, you know, feeds off it. So.
Has it been tough for you, especially when you recruit, when you're like a 30-year-old dude and you're recruiting like a 26-year-old dude, and they're like, "Yo, we're like the same age."
Yeah. I mean, when I started the team, I was 27, so
you were balling.
I had players that were older than me. You know, I was younger than maybe a quarter of the players that we had on our team. So, you know, it was, you know, you try to, you know, work hard and you know, find a way to you know, command respect from the people that, you know, work for you and that you employ.
No one was ever like, "Dude, you're like younger than me."
Yeah, I mean, they didn't come out and say it, but yeah, you know.
And you're like, "Dude, I'll fire you. Watch your mouth, man."
You can tell by the way, you know, it was never like that, you know, but, you know, yeah, it's a different situation. You know, most people in my position are a little older. So being younger in this kind of role, you know, isn't always the easiest thing, you know, whether it's, you know, on the field or on the business side of things. You know, as a 27-year-old trying to sell sponsorships and you know, persuade people to believe in your product and spend money on you. You know, they don't always necessarily take you serious either, you know, so, you know, but you just got to keep doing you. Fuck it, you know. I mean, if you don't, then, you know, you know what the outcome is. If you do keep doing you and keep going, then, you know, sky's the limit.
Where do you get like the most joy out of like the entire process? Like what actually, like, I'm sure being on the field in the games is like seeing all your work in fruition, like, is like the big high. And like right now you're in grind mode.
Yeah.
Do you need a cup, by the way?
Oh, I'm cool.
Okay, all right.
I got a problem. I don't really salivate anymore. So if you're a doctor out there, can you
really?
tell me what I need to do to you know,
yeah,
get
how long you been
I
dipping
was?
for?
Too long,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Yeah. So I mean, you know,
Everyone's got a
know,
vice, man.
yeah, you know, everybody's got something they do. This is mine, unfortunately. Hopefully I stop soon, though.
I had asked you last time. I was like, "Yo, were you like just drinking like 10 Red Bulls a day?" You're like, "No, I wasn't drinking Red Bull. I was drinking this drink." What was it?
Celsius.
Celsius. You were getting wired off that Celsius, boy.
Yeah. It was, you know, they've been a partner of ours since we started. You know, and they're fantastic. You know, it's a great drink. You know, our players enjoy it. You know, everybody enjoys it. I enjoy it. It's
Is it like Bang
Pirates
Energy?
run on Celsius, or they have been for the past couple of years. So,
have you ever had a Bang?
I have not.
Bruh.
I try to, you know, I had to cut back on the caffeine,
yeah.
you know, a little bit. You know, it was kind of getting me a little bit, so you know, I'd cut back on it. But you know, I don't drink coffee either, so it's really my only get up for the day. So,
Bruh, a Bang will end you. I drank when I felt drunk. I was so wired.
Yeah.
I started getting blotches on my skin. I was seeing stuff.
Yeah. I'm not trying to, you know, be sitting in the office ripping my hair out.
Yeah.
I'm so jacked up.
Dead ass.
I just need a little pick me up, you know. But yeah.
So no coffee, huh?
No, I never liked the taste of it. Just, I don't know, man. I'm not a coffee guy, not a chocolate guy either. Some people are taken back by that, but just for some reason don't like it.
Where is your family? Your dad's family from?
Well, my father grew up in West Africa, Sierra Leone. He's Lebanese though, and then my mom grew up in Costa Rica.
So, like, at a family meal, would you have Mediterranean food?
Yeah, you know, I would. You know, whether it's my grandmother making it or we're at my uncle's house or something like that.
But she'll make Lebanese food.
Yeah, she would. Yep.
What's your favorite Lebanese dish? Because I have a
spinach pies. That's
Yeah.
a weakness of mine. I love the spinach pies, hummus.
Well, my friend is Israeli, so like the like eclectic mix of taste you have at his house is unbelievable. Have you been at Pita over here?
I have not. No.
Bro, I can't take you tonight because I got to drive Slugs back to Northeastern, but I will take you like in the next 2 weeks. It's unbelievable.
Really? I got to give it a shot, man.
Dude,
Give
tell
it
them
a
to
shot.
sponsor the team.
Yeah,
Cater
hey,
the meals.
We'll take it. Hey, no problem. Absolutely. So, but yeah, growing up, my mom, I mean, I had a lot of Latin cuisine as well. So, I had a mixture of both for sure.
What sponsorship in the off season were you like, yo, I really want to land this? Like, this would be fire to have this associated with us, because we've started to work with other brands in the city too.
Yeah, there's a few out there now that we're in the middle of negotiations on. That we would certainly be excited about. We did get a great partner this year in Sunwave Gas and Power. They are a electrical energy company. Gas and power company. I their people can speak on their product a little better than I can, but
they're cutting that check.
Yeah, and in return, it's a
Yeah.
true partnership. They've certainly garnered some business from us, and we've added some nice marketing assets for them to benefit from. But great people. Certainly excited to be working with them, and couldn't be happier about that. So,
Could you get sponsored by Gatorade? Is that possible? Or?
Gatorade, they're such a big brand that they have a lot of people trying to come after them. Specifically, the NBA and all that. I'm sure they already have deals with those people. But, if we were to partner up with them, it'd probably be more on a league level than on an individual team level. They're just such a big brand that, it's tough to get that on a team level. But a league level, who knows?
Well, Adidas sponsors the whole league with jerseys, right? Were they Adidas jerseys or?
Yeah. So they, they gave us a nice deal on jerseys, and we get a kickback from what we spend. And they've been good to the league, and we certainly enjoy rocking their products. So,
Slugs, any midway questions, man?
So when you started the business, like, what's been your favorite moment or like best milestone that you can remember that you reached?
On the field, I'd say it was, clinching the number 1 seed our first year. Opening night was a cool scene. Over 6,000 people at the game, and it was kind of rocking. It was cool to see all the work you put in just come to effect on game day. A little, something underrated that I think is one of the cooler moments that I've had is when we have this little chant. It's like a heave ho chant. So one side of the arena chant out heave, and the other side will chant out ho, and just to see like the fans get into it on that kind of level, and just to hear the chant, it was cool. It's cool to see something that you started be
like there's culture.
Yeah, to build a little culture to grow the fan base. Seeing people walk down the street in a Pirates jersey or a Pirates T-shirt, that's cool. Little things like that, are pretty cool to see. But we still got a long way to go. Got to keep grinding.
Slugs. That was
Yeah.
a fire question.
Thank you.
Good question, Slugs.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So when we had done our first interview, I was like, "Yo, would you guys ever want to like shift out to Boston?" And you were like, "You might be like seeing us out here sometime soon. Would you still like to get that done?" And if this is like a big business deal you can't talk about like in the future, don't do it. But
certainly happy with where we're at. We enjoy being in Worcester. I grew up there. Certainly familiar with all the people in the community, and certainly thankful for the community and all the support they've shown. Boston is
the market's bigger.
It's so rich in sports culture, and it's such an unbelievable market. I mean, whether we play a game or two here or there, or who knows? I wouldn't say it'd be a bad thing, but there's never been an arena football game played in the history of Boston. There's never been an arena team in Boston, or, we'll see. But, at the same time, I'm certainly happy with where we're at. Certainly, thankful for Worcester and all they've done for us, and, just glad to be there. But, I was born here, I live in Boston now, and who knows?
It'd be sweet. Like, Slugs, couldn't you think of, like, a lot of your northeastern friends, like, oh my God, there's an arena football game tonight. We're going to get smacked and go watch these dudes, like, obliterate each other.
Definitely.
Go get a little torn up, go enjoy some football in the off season. I mean, the Garden's a beautiful place. I'm a frequent visitor there growing up. I've been going there all my life, so, it would be, it'd be nice, but, I can only really focus on now and what's going on now, and I'm certainly happy to be in Worcester, and we certainly love it there.
Would there be any other venues you could do in Boston besides the Garden that could house you?
I mean, the only one I could think of is Agganis.
Agganis is a great spot.
It's so nice.
Yeah, it's a nice arena.
It's right off the highway, right on Com Ave. It's not too much I can say on that. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
I do.
You have a whole fan base in Worcester. I get why you wouldn't want to say.
No, but we, the thing about us is different. And the thing that we try to push is that, we're the only team. We're the only arena team in New England. We're only one of two arena teams in the whole Northeast. We're the longest tenured arena team in Mass history, but. So it's a unique product. There's not much of it out there, So we try to harp on the fact that we're the only competitive football being played at that time of the year, and when we have fans from, the Rhode Island area, the Connecticut area, Central Mass, Western Mass. We have a good following in the Boston area as well. I mean, it's I live here in Boston. I work in Worcester. It's not a bad ride.
Do you like shipping out there? Like, do you just do like phone calls? It's like a 45, 50-minute drive for you.
It's quick. It's right.
Quick in the Maserati, baby. He rolled up in a whip.
No. Just quick ride down the Mass Pike. It's not bad, man. Shit. We've had some great season ticket holders from the Boston area, and we'll certainly continue to market out here and try to continue to build that fan base out here. So. We are the Mass Pirates. We're not the Worcester Pirates. So.
You're not the Boston Pirates either, right?
Yeah, we're all at Mass, So.
Who chose the name of the team? Was it you?
Yeah. Yep.
What was what were you choosing between Pirates and what else? I love the Pirates logo. I think the colors are sweet.
Yeah, the colors are dope.
Colors are sweet.
Absolutely love it. But yeah, it was Pirates. I believe Blizzard.
Mass Blizzard or Boston Blizzard?
There was a little, potential for Boston Blizzard in there. Well, what were the other ones, man? We were looking at the Lions. The Bears. There's a bunch of different ones, but the only one that really made the Bobcats was one of them, I believe.
That wouldn't have made sense though.
Yeah, I know. I mean, the only one that makes historical sense is the Pirates. There is a pirate museum in Salem. Pirates were pretty prominent in New England back in the day.
Were they?
I guess they used to negotiate deals with the government and all that. But I mean, we're right on the water. It's pirates were certainly around. And
you're right near the Quabbin Reservoir.
Yeah,
the pirate ships in the reservoir.
Yeah, they were around. Obviously we weren't around then, but they were around back in the day, and they do have some history here in Massachusetts and New England. So we just roll with the Pirates.
The jerseys are fire. You gotta see the jerseys, Slugs.
I saw them when I was looking at the website before you got here. I saw them.
They're sweet.
No, they are.
Did you do new looks this year? Like any?
So last year we introduced the all gold. So we got the navy, we got the white.
Oh no! Do you have a picture of that on your phone?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd love to see that.
Yeah, we got the all golds.
Here, one sec. Let me do this for you too.
We're introducing a new color helmet. So yeah, we're trying to be as swagged out as we can. Try to be the most swagged out arena team in the country. kind of similar to what Oregon does, But yeah, we try to have fun with it. The guys enjoy it and all that. So, yeah, this is what the gold one looks like.
Yeah, those are sweet. And the teal helmet's major. Can you hold that up for Slugs?
Oh, that is nice.
Major.
Yeah, we're only one or two teams with our color teal helmet. It's us and the Dolphins. So it's a rare color. But yeah, we've gotten a lot of positive feedback on it.
So I saw that you did a Patrick Pass is coaching the team this year?
Yeah, good old P Pass, yep.
Was that dope for you, like as a Pats fan growing up? You're like, damn.
Yeah, I mean,
Guy's a Super Bowl champion.
Yeah, I knew of him obviously growing up, obviously watching the Pats and but the thing is, most people don't know he's been with us since day one. He's just been behind the scenes. And in an advisory role, he's helped me out when I've had certain, questions and looking for certain guidance on certain things. So, he's certainly been around since day one and this year I just wanted him to take that next step and take on a more prominent role, and he was receptive to it. So, certainly glad to have him as our coach. The guys are going to respect him. His coaching staff will certainly respect him, and, I think he'll do a great job.
Was that like a dope moment for you? You're like, damn, like I grew up as a Pats fan, and now I'm like working directly with a Patriots player. Like, this is sweet. Like, I had a moment recently. I had the Boston Trucker came up on the show, and he's come up here a couple times. He's like a really nice dude. He's like a content creator. But in college, I would always watch his videos. And so then I like finally like saw him in person. He came on the show. I was like, damn, this is like kind of surreal. It's weird.
It's cool. Yeah. No, I mean, it's cool in the sense that I am a fan of the Patriots, and he did play for him. But at the same time, we're working together, and He's Pat, that's Pat. So, at first it was like, oh, Patrick Pass, that's cool, great to have him on, helping us. He provides, tremendous insight from his past experiences, but, we got a job to do, and that's all we're focused on is doing the job that we got to do, and it's certainly glad to have him.
Yeah, I feel you. So again, not trying to disparage anybody, but is it common practice to cycle through head coaches in the arena, or is it just like that's just the way?
Not.
I was just
no,
okay.
it's probably not, but
because this is the third coach, right?
Yeah. We never missed the playoffs. Got a 630 something winning percentage. But yeah, I mean. The talent's always going to be there because I'm bringing it in. So, no, I'm fucking kidding, but I'm serious. But yeah, so, no, I mean, both coaches before were awesome, fantastic.
But you want to win the chip.
Yeah, and who's to say we couldn't with those coaches? They're fantastic people, fantastic coaches. I just saw an opportunity to bring Pat on board as the, head coach, and, now he is our coach, and couldn't be any more happier.
So, if this dude loses, is he getting fired?
No.
Is that how it works?
No, it's not like that. You know,
good.
and
Is that is firing people tough for you?
yeah, I mean it's not easy.
It's hard, dude.
Especially people you have previous relationships with, or friendships. Even players, cutting players and all that. It's not easy, but it's part of the job. You got to do it. There's no way around it. You only have so many spots on the roster. You only have so many jobs to hand out. Sometimes, you feel like if you don't hire everybody and pay $1 million, you're a bad person. So, yeah, I mean, it's definitely not easy. It's not enjoyable, but obviously it's part of the job.
Do you have like a strategy for firing people? Like you're just like, all right, it's gonna be over. It's gonna be over. I don't want to think about it.
No, I mean you try to be as professional as you can. Some situations are different than others, but at the end of the day, you got to do it. So you just got to get it done. However the fuck you got to do it, you got to do it.
So this season, like you desperately want to grab the chip, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So when it's the off season, right? And you're like, all right, well, our team kind of has like some weak points here. We could improve here. How do you find some of the talent that you find? Because some of them have been out of commission for some time. They've been playing. Do you talk to their agents or?
Well, the day that we live in now, social media is huge. So, especially the guys that we're recruiting, they're in that social media generation where everybody's got an Instagram, everybody's got a Facebook. But how I do it, there's specific lists that I target, transaction lists, whether it be, NFL mini camps, training camp rosters, CFL transaction lists, XFL transaction lists. I try to attack all those transaction lists, identify who's a free agent, who's not, and then from there identify the players that I'm, interested in. I prioritize them, and then I reach out to them on Instagram.
You hit them in the DM.
Yeah, honestly.
Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
It works though.
Yeah, I've, gotten the majority of my players that way.
Wow.
It's we don't have the resources that the Patriots do or the NFL does. I can't be flying down and visiting all these guys in their homes and sitting down with them and talking to them. So, social media has been huge for me. Just reaching out to all our guys.
You hit them with that Pirates emoji.
No, I haven't used it too much. But,
Pirates emoji question mark.
I got a message that I send out to the guys that we're interested in, and then from there we'll take it from there. But yeah, I DM most of the guys that we sign and talk to them over Instagram, and then we exchange contact information and go from there. Obviously, there's instances where I deal with agents and that way, but yeah, social media is a powerful tool. It's great,
wild.
It's unbelievable the type of communication you can have on there and just being able to get a hold of certain people and all that, so yeah, I just I DM most of the players that I have.
Do you gauge because you're in this like tunnel focus, like, yo, we got to go catch some W's. Do you ever gauge the character of the people you're signing, or are you going talent first most time?
No, you certainly do some research on their backgrounds. At the same time, our platform is, a second chance for these guys. So, just because someone might have gotten in trouble, before or back in the day, we don't necessarily turn our eye to them. Depending on the severity of it and all that. And then, I talk to these guys obviously before I sign them. I get a vibe for who they are. Before we bring them on board, and then, sometimes, you just really don't know till they get here, and then you have to deal with it from there. Like I said, I don't have all the resources that, these major leagues do, where I can.
I fuck with it so heavy though, because you you got a team, but you're still scrapping. It's fire.
Yeah, we're scrapping, dude. Yeah,
it's fire.
Yeah, you gotta, find a way to get it done, by any means necessary. If that's, DMing guys.
Well, you're mad resourceful, dude.
Yeah, try to use what you can, but like I said, you don't really know exactly what you got till it gets here, a lot of the time, and you're just going off of references, whether it be players that have played with these guys before that or any kind of personal contacts you have with them, or you just go off your gut feeling, or a lot of what I go off of is the film, and if I like what I see on film, then we'll go from there and evaluate the character, and if it's suitable for what we're looking for, we'll bring them in, and then once they're here, we'll get a true look at who they are and what they can do, and then from there we'll make decisions, and we'll either be happy or we'll look elsewhere.
Is that white dude still gonna be quarterback this year?
Breezy, he's one of them. Yeah. He's we got two.
Dude was kind of swag. I like the way he played, bro. He got some swagger to him.
Yeah. He's definitely got the swag to him. That's he's a good friend of mine. I care about him a lot. He's done some great things for us. But we have two fantastic quarterbacks. Alejandro Benefield, who was with us last year as a rookie, and then we got Breezy back, Sean Brackett. I'm extremely comfortable with the both of them, and think that the both of them could do some great things for us. So, certainly happy with that group.
Growing up, did you ever play backyard baseball or football?
Oh yeah, man. We played everything. We played freaking.
No, I don't mean like in your backyard. You remember the computer game? Do you ever play backyard
Oh,
soccer? Backyard
yeah,
baseball,
yeah.
like Pablo Sanchez.
Yeah, a little bit. Yep.
I was gonna say that, like, I bet starting a team is kind of like that. It's like, oh shit, I got an empty canvas. I got to go make sure I choose the best possible players.
Yeah, I do remember that game. It was pretty fun, but yeah, it's when especially that first day of practice, when you're looking out there and you're actually seeing
And you're like, what have I
you
created?
put together, it's like, damn, it's pretty cool. But then, real life, kicks in, and then you really gotta evaluate what you have and project whether or not you think it's what you want moving forward.
Are you in like constant fear mode? Like, are you like constantly have like a tick on your shoulder? Like, fuck, I'm like never gonna be comfortable. Like, I'm never gonna be settled.
I mean, shit. You're always looking for ways to get better. You don't.
No, I
stop.
just mean like you though in your day to day. Are you like? Is there constantly a level of like anxiety?
Year one, I was filled with anxiety. I put on weight. I was freaking stressed. I was, suffering anxiety attacks. I was, a nervous wreck, man. I was 27 in charge of a multi-million-dollar operation, and most people don't know is that, I didn't have much work experience before this, so it was really
Just thrown into the fire.
kind of my first venture, and I'll hustle. I gave everything I had to this, and I still do. So.
Dude, I couldn't even imagine. You probably like after that first year, you're probably totally just a different dude.
Yeah, I had to lose some weight. I had to start focusing on my health. One thing I did was I put everything to the side. My personal life, my health, everything. The only thing I gave a fuck about was Mass Pirates.
You were obsessed, yeah.
That was it. I didn't care about shit else. So, but I'm kind of getting back to myself now. And like I mentioned before, I have a fantastic staff, that works for us. And they do a great job. I lean on them. And, vice versa. So.
Do you have balance? I don't. We were talking about this last night. I had a writer from the Boston Globe up here, and he was talking about like balance. I was like, bro, but you, like, if you building your own thing for yourself, that's just not how it works. It's the only thing on your mind, dude.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on what you consider balance. I guess everyone's different measurement for balance is their own, and what they feel comfortable with might be good for them. But, I do, like you said, I mean, I'm sure like you were doing this, you're obsessed, it's an obsession. So, you're fine with it. I'm cool with being obsessed with the Pirates. I'm sure you're cool with being obsessed with your podcast. And, I wouldn't trade it. Do I speak to all the people I used to speak to before as much as I do, now? No. Personal life certainly taking a hit. But, that's just growing up, and it is what it is.
Slugs, any questions?
Yeah, I do have
Hit
one.
me with one, Slugs.
Here we go, Slugs with the
Okay.
haymaker.
So I wasn't here for the last episode, so just like some background knowledge for me. How did you start this? Like, were you like, I want an arena football team, or was someone like, hey, you should make an arena football team? Like, how did this come to fruition?
A lot of the mentality behind it was that I wanted to control my future. I wanted to control my situation. Like, I just bet on me. I wanted my future to be in my hands. I wanted to dictate.
You want to be your own boss.
Yeah, but I wanted to be in a situation where I know I had a chance to succeed. You're not necessarily always in that position. Someone else might dictate, what your future might turn out to be, or what your job is like. I wanted to determine all that for myself. In the past, I might not have been in some of the best situations, and I just wanted to create an environment where I had a chance to succeed, and I wanted it. I wanted to control my future. So that was really the mentality behind it. I'm from, like I mentioned, I grew up in the Worcester area. I'm very familiar with the arena that we play in. Very familiar with the community, so it was a comfortable transition. We had to connect with the league, so had to get vetted as owners, go through that whole process, got accepted in the league as an ownership group, And then from there, you know, we had to lock down the arena lease. And then from there, you know, work on your insurance, on the medical aspect of things. And then a lot of the day-to-day and the selling and the marketing that, you know, we do now. You know, putting the team together, the coaching staff together, the, you know, athletic trainers together, getting a chiropractic deal, team of suits deal, PT deal. I mean, you know, getting it all set up, getting the jerseys, the equipment that you use, finding a practice field, you know, coming through Somerville and hanging out with Conor here, you know, all that good stuff. So
I think your hair was long last time.
Yeah, it might have been.
Where'd you get this job? It's nice, bro.
A little scruffy. The fuck's the name?
It looks like feathered. You look like Jawad, like the man.
No, I just got this haircut Saturday. I was real scruffy before that.
Oh, word.
Had to clean up. Yeah, shit. What was it?
Where do you live? Southeast, South End?
I live right outside of Chinatown, right by South Station.
Whoa. So like financial district.
Yeah, in that area. Yep.
Oh, word. Okay. We should rob him.
Yeah, come through. Come through. Our security guards are pretty tough at
word.
the
Okay.
front desk, so it might be a little hard to get past that.
Okay. So one more question. Like you enjoying yourself?
Fucking love it.
Okay. Word. Like for anybody else who wants to build a business for them, like you built such an extreme business for yourself. It's like totally out there from like anything I've ever heard in my life.
I mean, we still got a long way to go.
Yeah, I know. I totally. But like you've started, like you're moving. What recommendations would you give to someone who's on the fence about starting something they're passionate about in their 20s?
Make sure you're not on the fence. You know, don't be on the fence. If you're gonna do it, you gotta be all in. You know, you gotta have 2 feet over that fence. You gotta be completely over that fence. You can't be on the fence. You can't be anywhere near the fence. You gotta be completely sold on what you're doing. You gotta completely believe in what you're doing. You gotta believe in the product. Because you know, you can't sell something you don't believe in. So my main advice is to not be on the fence. Be over that motherfucker. Be on the other side of that fence. You know, if you're on the fence, if you're, you know, debating whether or not you should do it, if you're not sure, then, you know, I wouldn't do it. But if you're fully, you know, if you're fully sold and you know, you're all about it and you're all bought in, then you know, go do your thing, because, you know, you'll need all the motivation and hustle you can, you know, find, you know, inside you. So, you know, if you're not completely sold on what you're doing, I wouldn't do it.
Do you ever question your decision? Like, are there ever moments where you're like, damn, bro, like, I just, like, the last 3 years of my 20s, I would just, like, I wasn't talking to shorties as much. What's the truth? Like, I wasn't talking to shorties as much. I wasn't going out and boozing. I couldn't party. Like, do you ever have moments like that?
I mean, you know, I find joy in this, and, you know, you still find time to have, you know, enjoy yourself. You know, there's times where you can, you know, find time to be you, you know, because obviously, you know, you do need that time. But nah, I mean, you know, shit, man, I enjoy, you know, what I do. So nah, I really don't have too many of those moments, you know.
Well, man, I'm a Pirates fan for life, dog.
Shit, man, I'm you know, I appreciate you having me. I appreciate the support. You know, I appreciate you coming through the game, checking it out. You know, appreciate you having me on here to just talk about what we got going on.
Quick question. I was supposed to preface this. Do you have any openings for video editor? Because we have an editor who I'm going to send this to who's like fascinated by sports videography. And I was like, yo, bro, I'm Master Watt for you, dog. Don't worry.
Yeah, absolutely. We're always trying to build our media team, you know, and a lot of what we do, a lot of what we pitch to, you know, prospective employees or interns for us is that, you know, we try to sell the opportunity. You know, there's not many opportunities in sports to really get involved like that. You know, we just try to find young, hungry people that are trying to, you know, build their resume and you know, make it, you know, in their own respective industries. So make sure tell them to hit us up. You know, tell them to hit us up. Hit up Jesse or hit up our contact email, contact@masspiratefootball.com. And, you know, we'll certainly get it in the right hands from there. Yeah,
we'll get an email pulled together.
Yeah, no doubt. Give me his contact info and we'll have somebody reach out to him. You know, that's something, you know, we can never get, you know, too much content, you know, and, you know, video editing.
# value. content.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite Instagram account right now you're following?
Shit. Who? Man.
Dude, do you have like, is this Paul Revere's phone, bro? When I see Instagrams, it's like mad, like grainy footage.
Is it?
Yeah.
Who's ours?
No, not the Pirates. Yours.
My own personal
Yeah.
one. Oh, yeah. No, this is
Bro.
shout out Galaxy. Shout out the
You don't want to
Note
get the
9.
iPhone, bro?
No, man. I was close to the transition last year, but I just couldn't pull the trigger. I've been Android for life.
But you were on the fence.
I was on the fence, so I
He
didn't do
couldn't
it.
get over the fence.
Exactly.
I was not over the fence, so I didn't do it. You're damn right.
Dude, you'll love the iPhone. Just try it.
I know, man. I don't know. I'm so loyal to
Galaxy.
I know. Hey, this is a great phone though. You can do a lot of shit on here. I've done a lot of shit on this phone, so I'm certainly loyal to it.
Is anyone ever pissed? Because like every time, like even when I was texting you, like all the texts were green.
I hear that a lot. I mean, is it more than just my text being a different color, or is it actually?
I think people are
different,
just like,
or?
what the fuck's this guy's problem?
I know some people get like
Is that Paul Revere's phone, man?
frustrated. It's like, dude, like I don't even want to talk to you. I have an Android. I'm like, what the fuck do you want me to do? It's a phone, shit.
And then you're
I
like,
don't know.
dude, you're fired then.
No, man, I'm not like that, shit, But we encourage all different types of phones. We don't discriminate against phones,
Tell Galaxy to hook it up with the sponsorship. That'd be fire.
That'd be fantastic. That'd be lovely.
That'd be huge.
But certainly happy with my Note 9. Maybe we'll be upgrading soon. But
Dude, I still think BlackBerry would be a sweet business phone. Don't you? Like, just type quick. Like, you feel the keys. It's, like, fast. Put it in your pocket.
yeah, BlackBerry's cool. I remember the Razors, had a good thing going for a little bit.
What color do you have the Razor?
I had a black one.
Oh, shit. You were that
Black.
dude.
Yeah,
All the
standard
shorties
black.
loved you, bro.
Just fucking all black, just never changes. So, I like my classical black. I like that color.
I like that.
Yeah.
I had a gold Razor.
Yeah, you were fancy.
Now we got the golden deer, baby. Whoa. Okay, so this is how we start and end the episode. You say, hi, I'm blank, your name, and this is my golden hour. Directly after, no break, hi, your name, and that was my golden hour. So it's this is, then that was.
All right.
And Slugs. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Glad to hear that.
Glad we entertained you, dude.
So, hi, my name is Jawad Yatim, and this is my golden hour. Hi, my name is Jawad Yatim, and this was my golden hour.
Blew it, Jawad.
The fuck?
This is, that was.
That was.
You got it.
Okay. Hi, my name is Jawad Yatim, and this is my golden hour. Hi, my name is Jawad Yatim. Fuck.
Not even, it was your name, not even the
I
sentence.
fucked that up. This is my last one. I got it. Hi, my name is Jawad Yatim, and this is my golden hour. Hi, my name is Jawad Yatim, and that was my golden hour.
Well executed, man.
Yes, sir.
Slugs, let us know when we're good to go.